Welcome back to QA Simplified by Akash. In today's Selenium interview question series, part 3, we are going to deep into a topic that everyone gets wrong at least once: handling alerts, pop ups, and iframes. Alright, before we dive into coding or interview answers, let's get crystal clear about what these three terms actually mean because most beginners confuse them. First, let's talk about alerts. Alerts are browser triggered JavaScript pop ups, the ones that you can't inspect using dev tools. They freeze the entire browser until you accept or dismiss them. Selenium cannot interact with the page until the alert is handled, which is why we must switch the WebDriver's control to the alert. Next, we have pop ups. Pop ups can be of two types: a newly opened window or tab, a web-based modal that appears inside the page. Unlike alerts, pop-ups can be inspected and Selenium interacts with them normally. We just need to handle them correctly depending on the type. And finally, iframes. An iframe is basically a web page embedded inside another web page. If your elements are inside an iframe, Selenium will never find them unless you explicitly switch into that iframe. It's like trying to talk to someone inside another room. So you must enter that room first. You get it? Let's say you want to talk to somebody who is in a room, and if you want to talk to that person, you have to also enter the room first, right? So in the same way, iframe works. All these elements exist on different contexts, and Selenium needs to switch context to interact with them. So today I will walk you through the concept, why they exist, industry samples, practical uses, common mistakes, and interview answers that help you stand out. Now, why this exists? Now let's understand why alerts, pop-ups, and iframes exist in application, and why Selenium struggles if you don't handle them properly. Alerts exist for safety and confirmation. Browsers don't want sites performing dangerous actions without user confirmation. That's why JavaScript alerts block the entire page until you click OK or cancel. Pop-up exists for important tasks like login window, payment gateways, document preview, etc. Each pop-up runs in its own window or tab. Selenium stays in the original window unless we switch. So, if you try interacting with the pop-up without switching, Selenium throws no such element errors. Okay. iframe iframe exists mostly for embedding like payment, chat widgets, maps, video players, ads. They exist to isolate content for security, meaning code inside an iframe cannot automatically interact with your parent page. Selenium also respects this separation and refuses to touch elements inside iframe unless you switch. Without switching, Selenium just don't know where the element lives, okay, resulting in a failed script. So, in short, Selenium alerts equals blocking layer, pop-ups equals to new window context, iframe equals to isolated HTML document. So you must switch context to interact with them. Now let's talk about real scenarios you will face in the actual projects. Example 1, alerts. Suppose your application has a delete button. When you click on it, a browser alert appears saying, "Are you sure you want to delete?" Until you handle this alert, the script cannot continue. Example 2, pop-ups. Imagine you are testing a payment process. When you click Proceed to Pay, a new browser tab opens with Razor Pay. Selenium still stays on the old tab unless you switch. Example 3, model pop-up. When you open Amazon and click Login, a model appears on the same page. This is not an alert. This is a simple HTML div pop-up. You handle it like a normal element. Example 4, iFrames. A very common example is embedded contents like Google Maps, YouTube videos, chatbots, payment widgets. These run inside an iframe. So Selenium can never find elements like play, send message, or enter card details unless you switch into that iframe. Modern applications heavily use iframes, especially in financial, healthcare, and enterprise level apps. Now let's go through some real Selenium commands and how we use them in automation framework. First one is alert. So we switch Selenium control using switch to dot alert. If you want to accept, uh, we write it alert dot accept. If you want to cancel it, dot dismiss. If you want to read the alert text, then you will use get text. And for if you want to send the prompts for alerts, then you will use send keys and along with your text which you want to send. So this is essential during delete confirmation, form submissions, or site warnings. Second is pop-ups. Selenium handles them using Windows handle. So we have get Windows handle using which we handle the pop-ups. Web-based modal pop-ups. They are simple HTML elements, so we'll just locate them normally as we do. iFrames. To interact with iframe content, we need to switch. We need to switch to that iframe by giving that frame name, or we can use the index also. But after finishing, we need to again switch back to the default content. So you mostly use it for chat widgets, payment modules, and embedded components. So what are the common mistakes usually beginners make? This is the most important slide because these mistakes causes 80% of failure in automation. First one is confusing alerts with modal pop-ups. Beginners often try to inspect browser alerts using DevTool, which is impossible because alerts come from the browser, not the page. If you cannot inspect it, it's a JavaScript alert. If you can inspect it, it's a modal. Second, handling alerts before they appear. If you call driver.switch to alert too early, Selenium throws no alert present exception. Always wait using WebDriver wait. Third is switching to the wrong iframe. Many pages contains multiple iframes, ads, chat widgets, analytics trackers. Beginners often switch to the wrong ones because they use index instead of locator. Never rely on iframe index unless it is absolutely necessary. Number 4. Forgetting to switch back. After interacting with an iframe, beginners forget to switch back to the default content. Then Selenium keeps searching inside the iframe and keep failing. Number 5 is pop-up window not in focus. When multiple windows open, beginners don't verify which window is active. Always confirm using driver.getTitle or driver.getCurrentURL. Number 6 is ignoring Windows handles. Sometimes new tabs open, but beginners don't switch. They confuse searching elements on the old tab, causing no such element errors. Number 7 is closing the parent window by mistake. Some testers accidentally close the main window while handling child tabs, breaking the entire test session. Number 8, not waiting for iFrame to load. iFrames loads slower than the main page. If you switch immediately, Selenium often throws no such frame exception. Trying to handle notification pop-ups using Selenium. Browser notifications like allow location are OS level, not HTML. Beginner waste time trying to automate them. Instead, handle them using browser options like Chrome options, Firefox profile. Hard coding frame names. Developers often change frame names, causing your script to break. So if you're using locator and then index and then name, okay, so there is a chance that it might fail. So avoid hard coding. Now let's put everything together into a clean interview answer you can confidently give. Okay, so alert interview answers can go like this: that alert pop-ups and iframes are special context in web applications. Alerts are JavaScript boxes which require switching using driver.switch.alert. Pop-ups can be new windows or model dialogs. For new windows, I use window handles, and for models, I handle them like normal element. iframe are HTML documents within another HTML page, so Selenium must switch using switch to frame before interacting. These concepts exist so that Selenium knows exactly which layer of the application to work with. After that, mention challenges like dynamic iframes, multiple windows, timing issues, unexpected alerts. We can mention all these challenges. Okay, and lastly, just finish with a real life example like handling a payment iframe or an out login pop-up. Okay, so this structured answer will always impress interviewers. So I hope you like the video. Okay, I mean just leave a comment and let me know what you want to hear next or see next. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.